So when we first opened back in 1986, the real focus for Community Futures was around entrepreneurship. And so we found that our biggest strength was how we could support entrepreneurs at a grassroots level. And oftentimes what happens is entrepreneurs have great ideas and they're looking for a way to leverage and try to execute. And I think that that's where we really stepped in. We used to help with trade shows, and we would print the trade show documents and the programs, and we'd actually help set up. We had a tent for a while. So what I really see, I think, over the last 40 years is that we've adapted to the needs of the community, and we've been able to kind of help steer the ship in a different direction when it made sense and be responsive to that. The city of Grande Prairie is definitely an economic hub for this region, and it just kind of, I think, made less and less sense for us to not be serving it. So back in 1996-97, our funder at the time, Human Resources Development Canada, kind of said, you know, let's expand your reach. And we found, even with our main office being in Beaver Lodge, is that a lot of clients almost would prefer to come into Grande Prairie to meet with a business analyst and then do all the other things that they needed to do in the city. So it actually really was advantageous to us, not only to connect with a whole other part of our entrepreneurial community and be able to support them in the city and help that grow, but also to be able to bring some of our rural clients into the city and give them more exposure to some of the partners and collaborations that we established. Incubation has always kind of been part of who we are. And even when we had space, when we amalgamated in Grande Prairie, we had, I think, during the time that we were in there, 3 or 4 different businesses come through and use spaces and rent from Community Futures as a kind of a pseudo incubator in our under XX location. And then the province started to really have this new vibe around business incubation and acceleration. And we were like, well, we could do that. Like, we've been doing it on the side of our desks. It just made sense. And so we started to explore options, and sometimes it was as big as buying a building in the county and doing almost like a tech manufacturing type of incubator, an office incubator, you know, various locations that really were courting us to be there. But we settled on the 3rd floor of 214 Place, which is a very unique building in the city, easy to find. And I think we had at the time capacity for 12 businesses, so 12 entrepreneurs or 12 groups of entrepreneurs that were using those spaces as well. We are celebrating our 40th year this year, and so over this next year, you'll see opportunities to celebrate with us and celebrate our birthday. We're going to do a community impact luncheon where we talk and have clients talk about ourselves. We have some exciting things and events, Hyperdrive Women in Business Summit coming up in March. The main theme is celebration, recognition, and impact. And if we've shown that and our clients feel better for having worked with us, then I think we're in a good place going into 2027. On behalf of the organization, I want to thank the board of directors that we currently have and every board of directors that we have had over the last 40 years. You're the reason Community Futures exists and thrives. You're the reason that we have continual advancement and we can support clients to find the yes out of a lot of no's. And your ability to see beyond your own agendas has empowered us to be a much stronger organization. We don't have a Community Futures office if we don't have the community that we serve. And so the municipalities that have stepped up and represented and helped us with guiding our ship from a governance perspective, from a funding perspective, you've created an organization and an opportunity for us to stretch well beyond our limits. Without our clients, there is no organization. You are the reason I stay here for as long as I have. You have shown your resiliency, you've shown your impact, and you've shown your connection and drive, not only for your own businesses, but for your community, your families, and the rest of this region as well. When you are successful, we're successful, and I thank you from the bottom of our hearts for making this region as amazing as it is.